everyone. Welcome to the 12th episode of Ladies of Middle-earth. We will be starting a new adventure today because we finished last time on the Fellowship phase, which we already went through. And I am curious how much of what was happening up till now my players remember, but they can also tell that when they will be introducing themselves one by one. Let's start with Kira.
Hello, I'm Kira. I'm playing Zastari, our lovely, air-headed little cotton candy princess. And I think I remember everything that we did. I think so. We'll see during the recap if I'm right.
Okay, let's go to Anara. You can unmute yourself. You're muted.
I'm a professional, guys. Absolutely not the first time I've done this. I'm Anara, and I'm playing Aislinn. And I'll be honest, it's been a long Christmas season. I'm not sure how much I'm going to remember. But luckily, my character is like a fighter and not a talker, so it's fine. I just have to show up and wave a sword around. It's cool. Make it work.
Okay, let's move on over to Violet.
So unfortunately my character is a talker, so this is a bad situation to be in for me. I do recall that in the last fellowship phase, Aislinn used something to like become a lady. So now Aislinn is also nobility in her place, just like Muriel is canon, but not actually with the points, whatever, in her hometown. So like
you can also introduce yourself.
I'm Violet. LadyBug said next is Violet, so I just figured y'all would kind of get the gist. I am Violet. Hello, nice to meet you all. It is episode 12 though, so I really hope you've seen like something before now. Anyways, if you ever want to find me anywhere, good old internet stalking, at very Violet anywhere, spelled like I spell it, not like the flower or the color. 2 T's, no extra E. And Muriel's way less nice than I am, so I just trust that I'm nicer than the character. Thank you.
Okay, and moving over to Kayla.
Hello, I'm Kayla. I play Phelan. I am an enigma. Phelan does her best. She's pretty firmly on the along for the ride and having a terrible time portion of the chart. Actually, no, she's having a pretty decent time. She and Zesty are very cute. She's warming up to her friends. I remember a little bit of what we've done. I remember the important stuff, but I don't remember anyone's names outside of the player characters. That's the struggle.
Okay, so who wants to try and recap us on the events of the past 2 adventures? Because we've done shit by now.
Oh my god, we've done so much shit.
I know that we made some peace by getting some people to marry each other. That was nice.
I mean, the very first thing we did was we found was it a troll that was raiding villages along the river, and we found its cave and we murderated it. And then we got rewarded by being given another quest directly from the king and queen themselves of Rohan.
We were sent by the king. Indeed.
Right. Well, it was an official visit. It wasn't an official task. It was an official visit with an unofficial task. But we accomplished both.
Yes, we were technically just messengers. Muriel was tending to forget that from time to time.
Muriel didn't forget it. Muriel was like, yes, the king sent us as messengers. But the king sent us.
Yeah, which was kind of the opposite of what he wanted you to do, but hey.
It worked.
I mean, you can't argue with these results.
Yeah, at least you got results.
Results speak for themselves, LadyBug.
Okay. So you seem to remember quite a lot.
Yeah. There was a magical rainstorm at one point that spooked some horses, and we were wondering what that caused. I remember that.
And I'm pretty sure at one point Phelan picked up Zastari and carried her over a river.
That was opposite.
Opposite. I
believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yes, as much as it would make more sense if Phelan was the one carrying over the story, it was the other way around.
It was
Zesty's fault as well.
That was as it should be. That was absolutely.
Yeah, and then Aislinn was like, Muriel, is that like a normal thing elves do? And Muriel was like, no, I will not be picking you up anytime soon.
And I was like, oh, I guess I'll just get wet then. It's fine.
They can't swim. That was the situation that caused that.
But Aislinn, you didn't have to get wet because you were staying on the side of the river that you were already on, so...
But
and then
speaking of which...
Never Have I Ever with drinking.
We have gotten a lot of drunk together.
With a lot of Never Have I Ever, and a lot of suspicious crushes on other player characters.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
including a little bit of a mystery surrounding Aislinn and whether or not Muriel will ever let it go. And by Muriel, Violet.
I mean,
we sure burnt a lot of
and we love it.
Like Aislinn wasn't literally flirting with Muriel in the last session. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
Look,
he's like, can I go with Muriel on the quest? Up the mountain.
It's only a matter of time before this weird polycule of an adventuring party ends up happening.
I mean, I also remember the fact that last time at the end of the fellowship phase, there was somebody who was knocking at your door on the day when Zestari decided to bake bread.
Oh, right, we got the letter and the thing.
Yes.
And Zestari was like not clothed.
Yes. She had her apron that no one knows how she got.
And that wasn't covering everything. It was covering only some parts.
Only the bottom half, for sure.
Yeah. And I asked if that was normal for elves as well.
And Muriel said no.
And weirdly enough, Muriel said no, but Zestari said yes, because it's like, we kind of have like different...
Well, the Mirkwood and Lorien are different.
Very different, yeah. So yeah,
Surprise!
Was like, yeah, no,
this is elves. I don't know what to tell you.
What can I tell you? Elves from different regions tend to be different.
Not all elves.
Hashtag not all elves.
Oh no. This is how we get canceled, you guys.
Oh man. It only took us 12 episodes, but see you later, YouTube.
Nice knowing you.
Also, I kind of love the fact that Violet, for the intro, you did tell me to write Muriel, aka Mira. I don't think anybody in the entire campaign called you Mira.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
I think her like family does, but no one else does.
Oh, we'll get there at some point. First, we have to finish things in Rohan, and there's a few more things to go through.
Yes. So when we last left off, traumatized mail carrier dropped off a letter to a half-naked elven girl, and then I believe Zestari went and got changed, or when I say got changed, got dressed.
Yes.
Before we gather around to read the letter.
The messenger at least had a interesting morning.
I mean, no one's going to believe him.
Every day.
The rumors surrounding Lady Aislinn and what's going on at her house, I'm sure, are just swirling.
You can see her being like, okay, now you're going to have to go visit someone else's hometown until people forget about this. Like, it's just going to be a problem. I don't want to... I drink with that guy on Fridays normally, and it's just going to be weird now.
On one hand, my reputation and standing has gone up. On the other hand...
on the other hand, oops.
This is the greatest This is the Lord of the Rings sitcom you didn't know you wanted.
I prefer reality TV show. I think that's more of where we are.
You know what? Fair bones. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that.
Okay, so do you remember what was in the letter?
Wasn't it like the leader of Lorien writing back to Zesty?
No, that was a different letter.
I meant the one
that
we did get a letter back.
The one
one
that
point,
just
right?
picked up when she was baking.
Oh,
Was
okay.
it the invitation to the wedding of the two people we set up?
No, also no. That invitation you also received earlier on, and that wedding will be happening way later on because they still have to plan that shit.
We get too many letters.
Would you just like enlighten us and tell us what the letter said?
Yeah, like obviously we know, but like just to recap for the audience.
Yeah,
Of
like
course.
that might be nice. Maybe
You were called to a meeting with Eogar in his council chamber in Hornburg. If you don't remember Eogar, who you did already meet, it's this guy.
Oh, yeah.
I do not recall still. Who is this man?
That's the guy whose wife from what I remember, you rescued.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, we did rescue a guy's wife. Okay, yeah, know who you're talking
Old
about.
wife guy.
We barely survived that rescue attempt, but we got there.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Me and Zesty really
The
pulled
elves
out
really
the heroes there.
took care of business.
At close combat, which was weird.
Yeah, we normally don't do that.
It was
I mean, you had to because the people who were usually close combat kinda weren't able to finish that combat.
Oh my god, that was wild. Cause like Aislinn and Phelan are like the fighters, and Muriel's like the talker, and Zesty's like the healery, magic-y person. And both Muriel and Zesty normally in the back with their bows, and then just Aislinn and Phelan just like, and it was so scary. You're like, oh no.
I thought we were all dead, honestly.
It was not. It was concerning. But we're fine, guys.
We're
like it never
fine.
happened.
We're gods.
We healed up. We're fine. We're
Ooh.
all right. Back to full health now.
So he's invited us to his home for a meeting?
Yes, to his council chamber.
I will do my I live here thing and explain how important it is that we answer such a summons.
So we have to dress up and talk to more people.
I love dressing up.
You just need to join the guard here, and then you can wear a uniform like I do.
No.
I think me and Muriel's style of dressing might be a little bit different than yours.
I literally sent you guys a photo of like her formal dress. Like that is
I think we all did. We were all like, "Oh, we're dressing up." We all have to share pictures.
My
We did
formal
all have the
overalls.
fit check.
You do not have to dress up as much as you did for the king, because this
But
guy is
can
lower
we?
in the chain of command. But yeah, it would still be advised to look decent.
So like we could dress up. We don't have to, but we can.
You don't
Yeah.
have to go as far as you did with the visit to the king, but a bit of that wouldn't hurt, seeing that he's also quite high up. So
So we will wear our fancy dresses again, even though we don't have to. Or at least I will.
Casual fancy.
yes,
Business casual.
Casual.
Oh boy.
I think she'll just go with her like standard kind of blue and pink cotton candy dress that she originally started with. Because it's pretty enough, but it's also, just this is what she normally would wear around the Silver Springs.
at least it was easy to find you.
Totes wearing my uniform.
Stuck out like a sore thumb.
Yup. Everybody around dressed in greens, browns, occasional white.
Just everybody doing like the typical like elven stare off in the distance as they're like, where did she even get pink fabric?
And blue.
And blue. Well, no, they have blue.
Yeah,
Not that shade of blue, I think.
No.
royal blue.
A darker blue garment,
Oh man.
Like, royal blue, maybe. Navy, sure.
Yeah, you could have just bleached a royal blue garment and made the lighter blue, right? Like that's how color in garments work.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Welcome
Aislinn,
to Lord of the Fashion, where we discuss clothing options of Middle Earth.
how far is Horngar from here?
So it is a bit away. As you remember, he's one of the people tasked with kind of making sure that the borders of Rohan are safe. And you are right now somewhere in the middle of Rohan. So it's gonna be a bit of a way.
So is it like a couple days journey? Like we should wear traveling clothes and then change into extra clothes
Yeah,
when we get there?
yeah, it is gonna be a couple days.
All right, elves, go change again.
God.
They come out their dresses, and I'm like, y'all, it's gonna take us like a week to get there. And they're like, oh,
So
just full head
basically-
down and just walk back.
So basically, I know some of you know a thing or two about Lord of the Rings. Do you know where Helm's Deep is?
yes.
I remember the Battle of Helm's Deep.
I know
don't
it exists.
Yeah. So Hornsburg is in Helm's Deep,
That's in the
and you
second
are
one,
not
right?
in Helm's Deep at the moment.
That's in the second movie.
Yeah,
yes,
I think so.
yes.
Yes.
It's,
Okay.
You've seen that movie.
I've seen that
It's one
one.
of the two you've seen. Okay.
It is.
Isn't that where like the cool thing happens where Legolas like goes on his fucking shield and is like pew, 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 and then like the shield somebody?
Legolas is a D&D
yes.
character.
He's so cool. No,
He's
I
the guy who,
I
he's
feel
the
like
guy
they
who
all
looks at the
are,
DM.
honestly.
Yeah, I think D&D is heavily based on Tolkien.
He's the guy that looks at the DM and goes, "Okay, now hear me out."
So, I hate to do this to you, Kira, but the simple truth of the matter is that D&D is actually Tolkien characters. So you've been doing it backwards the whole time. Because
Yeah,
Tolkien
kinda.
came first.
Basically,
guess
most
that
of
is
fantasy
true.
stuff is loosely or more closely based off of Tolkien, because he was kind of one of the first to do actual proper fantasy,
And
especially high fantasy. And
to-
yeah,
to-
D&D is very heavily influenced by Tolkien to the point they wanted to call halflings hobbits, but they couldn't get the rights, so that's why we have halflings.
in first edition, they're called hobbits,
Exactly,
and then they had to stop doing that because
rights.
yeah, and then they ended up calling them halflings. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, that's food for thought over here at Fair Ladies of
I
Middle Earth.
mean, yeah, Tolkien influenced a lot of fantasy-related stuff, so
And we are in a talky mood today.
yes.
We've felt in a very long time.
While we've been giving that pieces of information, Muriel and Zistari have changed back into. We're not happy about it, but we're back into travel clothes.
I have prepared the horses for our journey because that's what I do.
I just
Horse
sat
stuff is
there,
my
evidently. I don't think I had anything to do.
Oh my god, I just remembered my
Horses.
horse's name. And that makes me so happy.
From the good news for you is the fact that from where you are to Helm's Deep there are roads, so that travel doesn't require any rolls. Because there are
Hey,
roads and it's a
What if
relatively
we, like,
safe travel.
rolled anyways? Like, for funsies.
I mean, if you want something to happen to you on the road, I mean, be my guest.
Like one of those question mark event things.
Like, I just
Yeah,
feel like,
but
rolling
that
is
can
what we're
always
supposed
happen.
to
Bandits
do,
happen everywhere.
you know? Rolling is how we get our skill points.
That is true.
But it is also how you tempt fate.
That's true.
Mhm. There will be
Maybe not
another
that.
time.
What?
What?
What'd you say, Aislinn?
Oh, I just said there will be another time, but I did it dramatically, like you know.
So not this time. Not this time. We don't
Yes,
do
you will get more. You will get opportunities to roll shit. Don't worry.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
I will go to my horse, the one that actually likes me.
Yes.
What's your horse's name? Do you
The
remember?
other one is standing next to my horse.
Valentine.
He's still mean mugging you.
He's still giving me like the Maximus from Tangled treatment of just like
Are we
Yeah.
leaving this horse at home? Like it's just staying at Aislinn's place?
Nah. I'm committed. I just take extra.
We're just gonna
horse.
drag around an
If-
extra horse.
If one of our horse dies, we'll have an extra horse. It'll be fine.
Oh.
That went that
That's-
fast.
If anything happens to Meredith, I will murder someone. Like you want me to turn into a shadow bad person? That's how you do it.
guys,
Alright.
nothing
Stay away
is
from
gonna
my horse.
happen to
Good
the
to
horses.
know,
We'll be
noted.
fine.
Stay away from my horse.
Don't give your DM. Don't give me ideas. Really.
Oh, you want me to turn into a shadow person and ruin the whole campaign? I mean, that's your
I
prerogative.
wouldn't say it would ruin it. It would definitely make it more interesting if you started taking steps into the shadow.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm sure we'll get there. We'll have ample opportunity.
We will see.
Though to be fair, while we're recapping things, the only person to have gained a temporary shadow point so far has been me.
It's true. Your bubblegum
Nobody got
self
any
is not
permanent
yet
ones yet.
seeing death.
Thankfully, nobody got any permanent ones yet, so that's good.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
Also, thankfully, nobody's playing a dwarf, which would make it even easier.
Ah, I didn't know that.
I'm just a tall dwarf, is what I decided.
So dwarves in this edition
Yeah.
have a trait that allows them to, that basically says that they they add to certain skills as many additional points as they have shadow points at the moment.
Oh,
So it's a very fun balancing game, and dwarves don't get a lot of hope.
Yeah.
well, that's not great.
Pretty crazy.
That's doing a very fine balancing act, because try to balance your shadow so that it gives you bonuses, but also
It
doesn't
can't
go
be
as
so
high as your
that
hope.
you know,
Are any of us
permanent.
actually that
That's
good at
rough.
this game to take on something like that?
Are we good at what?
I said, are any of us actually good enough at this game to try to a delicate balancing act with our shadow points?
With the way
No.
you're spending your hope, no, you're not.
Oh, there's some honesty from our DM. Love that.
I'm in an honesty type of mood. Sorry.
Look, there's only the only point that ever matters in anything that has points is the last one.
I mean, listen. I just came here from the previous game where we are finishing a campaign, and we had a gigantic battle that we almost lost in the first few rounds. So
Hey,
I might be in an
almost.
honesty kind of mood.
Almost.
Almost, yes.
So
Our druid almost gave up midway, so
that's
Nice.
fine now.
You love to see it.
mostly because he was receiving like approximate to 100 points of damage every single round. So,
Eh.
All good.
Ugh.
All good.
and then they almost took me down because I'm a squishy bard.
Oh,
And I was
squishy
doing
bards.
them, and I was doing them bad things because I was casting on them spells that made them have minuses to rolling everything. So that was not fun
So
for
you're
them.
as good at that game as we are at this game. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right, ladies, let's move out.
Yep.
Yes. Let's maybe go to
Come-
Helm's Deep.
Oh,
So,
not
yeah,
me.
you will travel to Helm's Deep. It will definitely take you a couple of days because it is quite far away from where you are. And Rohan is not a small place. It's quite a big patch of land. But hey, after a few days, which were fortunately for everyone uneventful, you arrived at Helm's Deep. You did arrive in the evening, so you will probably go to Yogar the next day, because it would be rude to go there in the evening. You don't bother people with business things in the evening, because no.
No.
So you're
The
saying
Evening
we
is
can
for
go
celebration
in
and merriment.
play Never Have I Ever.
No.
I mean, if you want to, you have the time. You can find the alcohol.
We've got to have one episode.
There are definitely
It was
taverns.
a joke, Anara. I swear.
I mean, guys, if you want, we can count this as part of your fellowship phase where you arrived to Helm's Deep and decided to go drinking.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. We're in a new
that's
place.
all part of the journey.
Yeah, like we're in a new place. We have to try and drink there because that is
Yeah.
what we do.
There are definitely taverns.
Are y'all taking my joke seriously? Are we actually going to go drinking and play drinking
But
games?
also, if you want to go to a tavern, I will ask somebody to roll me something to figure out which tavern to go to, because that will depend on what kind of tavern you ended up in.
Could we ask
what can we
somebody?
roll?
Yeah.
I
You could
think that will
roll.
be a roll from Lady Aislinn, since she is from Rohan, so she knows things. And
Okay.
I would
Like she
say,
drinks and she knows things.
let's see what you would have to roll to find out tavern. I would say I will accept either lore or travel.
Okay. I will roll lore.
Okay.
Maybe if I click the correct button.
Y'all, I gotta as Reese's cup.
I'm jealous.
I
Okay.
don't know anything about Helm's Deep. I've never been here before. I'm super wide-eyed.
First, tell me what kind of tavern are you trying to find?
The kind that accepts, we don't want to be the people that like walk into the hometown bar and they give us side eye because we're not regulars. Like we'd like to find the one that's open and welcoming to visitors.
You don't want to reenact Tangled's "I Have a Dream" sequence with Zesty? Like,
I mean, we could all just burst out into song. I'm sure it would go great.
Act like I won't roll song right now.
I have to go home someday. And you people are like ruining my reputation.
Joke's on you. I have no reputation to lose.
We're
so.
ruining your
Fair,
reputation.
fair.
You're a lady now
So-
because of all of our deeds together.
Like, oh yeah.
So that roll was not a success, as you can imagine.
Mhm.
And the tavern you found, well, it is probably the most known, and there's currently a wedding in progress.
Okay, can I
I
look
don't-
for a different tavern using travel? Just like walk around the city and look for one.
You're really bad at this. Let me try again.
Absolutely not. Zesty stays at that tavern.
We can't
No.
crash a wedding, Zesty.
It's a love ceremony.
No, Zesty,
Ew.
Zesty, you cannot crash a wedding.
Someone else.
That is not
We-
okay.
We could ask to be a part of it.
No, we can. That's not
It's already
happening.
started, Zesty.
We must go.
We just physically try to pull her gently, respectfully away.
She's like,
Okay,
but-
so Zesty wants to stay, and Aizen wants to take her out away from there. I will say that will be a contested roll.
Are
And,
you fighting me on it when I try to pull you away?
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Right.
both of you,
Athletics?
please roll me athletics. Both of you.
I don't wanna. My athletics are really
Zesty's buff, remember? You should be afraid.
Oh.
Can I assist?
Okay.
I might not need to. Oh no.
Oh,
Can I assist? Can I also roll athletics?
So I was about to say that Anara got a very good pull with the 19 she rolled with a tank rune in it, but then the Starry rolled 21 with also a tank rune. So you tried, Aizen. You really tried, but
Oh,
Zesty
boy.
doesn't want to go.
Can
Zesty's
Phelan
not going.
and I like assist in pulling Zesty, like to help
Yeah,
too?
you can try again, and if you want to pull all of your resources into one person, that person will get to roll 2d12s and choose the better result.
I'm not getting involved here.
Okay.
This is what Zesty wants. I guess this is what's happening.
I'm gonna try. Oh nope, I rolled an I am
Oh,
sorry. I'm not athletic.
you fully
I-
eat shit.
So with the thing, with the fact that Muriel just rolled an Eye of Sauron, so you would have been probably fine to stay in the background of the tavern even during the wedding, and nobody would bother you or try to throw you out. But then you trying to pull Zesty away from here caused a bit of a ruckus, and people noticed. And there is
That
now
was a throw-out?
two quite big guys going in your direction.
Oh,
Zesty, can we leave now, please?
my apologies. I didn't want to cause anything here. I just saw this lovely ceremony, and we're wondering if we could observe.
He looks at you, then he switches to looking at Aizen. I know she's not from around here. She always talks like that?
Yeah, that's just sort of how she speaks.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell you what, you can stay,
I
just you can stay,
really
just
excited.
like stay out of the way of the wedding, and you can stay in a corner and observe if you want.
And
we will
no
even send you
singing.
some
Just,
alcohol.
to make it clear, make sure no singing.
I cannot guarantee that.
No. You can sing. I look at Zesty.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, you can.
Yeah,
It's your wedding.
if you want, you can stay there in kind of away from the main party. We will even send you some food and alcohol because we have more than we need.
Sweet.
Just try to not interrupt. That would be great.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
I'll keep him quiet.
And I just kind of like pick a spot in the corner, and I'm just like watching and like getting super giddy.
I'm just
So,
shaking my head and
what
drinking.
Aislinn, what you know, because that's your country and your ceremony stuff. The main ceremony already happened. Now they are just partying to celebrate.
What's the reception?
Yay.
Oh, good. We didn't interrupt the ceremony.
That's
I
good.
will, yeah. Actually, I was going to say I would buy drinks, but I don't know how much drinks cost, and I don't have that much money, so I will just enjoy the bride and groom's bounty that they have offered us.
So yeah, so in the next few minutes, there is the same guy comes back with a friend, and they do stand in front of you on your table, a shit ton of food and even more alcohol.
In. Okay, now I'm in. I am toasting the bride and groom. I have never seen such a beautiful bride. I am so happy for them. Yeah. Great.
Oh yeah, no, and I'm seeing Aislinn get involved, and so I'm just kind of there. I've promised not to say anything, but I am definitely like the hanger on.
I like lean over and I'm like, you can say some things. You don't have to not say anything.
What if we danced?
What if we danced? I repeat.
Yeah,
You can just as I meant, just as long as you don't, because what you just caused a minute ago, that will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, people dance at receptions and weddings.
Well, I don't know how, so you guys have fun.
I bet Zesty will dance with you. I bet the two of you will have a great
That's why I asked.
Yeah, I could definitely teach you if you want it.
Right?
Okay.
Here, I grab your hands and bring you out to wherever like dance area there is, and I'm. She's never taught anybody how to dance. Sorry.
Zesty's teaching Phelan how to dance.
So she's like, okay, hand here, and then she's like, I'm not great at instruction, but just kind of.
That's okay. I'm not great at learning.
You know what? Let's not make this like an educational thing. Then just feel it. Just feel
what?
the music.
The music.
Yeah, just let it
Feel
kind of
music.
move you.
Let the music move me.
Yeah.
Lose yourself tonight.
And
Right.
it's just fully the like. I'm sorry, everything in my head is a pop culture reference. Enjoy being my friend. But like, I'm immediately thinking of the like. I think it was High School Musical 3, like dancing in the rain on.
I love that scene.
On the roof of the school scene.
Oh, take a breath.
Yes!
I don't remember all the words, but yeah.
Oh my god, it's such a good song and such a good scene.
I love that we went from Lord of the Rings to High School Musical in fucking seconds.
Natural progression.
So,
I will.
Do you want to dance too, since Phelan and Zesty are dancing?
No, but would you like another ale? I can get you another ale.
The ale is good too. Yeah, I guess if you don't want to dance, I guess.
Did you want
and I thought
dance?
Zesty was going to dance with me.
Because like if you really want to, and then like did you want to dance?
I kind of wanted to, and I was going to go with
Okay.
Zesty, because Zesty also knows how to dance, but then Zesty took Phelan, so now I don't have anyone to dance with.
I was a little confused too. I thought we had a plan, but it's this is the new plan, and we'll yes absolutely we can dance. And Aislinn's actually not that bad of a dancer, like because she is used to physical pursuits and is in pretty good shape, so she's actually not a bad dancer. She absolutely takes her drink on the dance floor. She's absolutely 100%.
We're drinking on the dance floor too. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're like do it. Yeah, and we aren't being obnoxious yet, but there's like you can tell in this moment that give them an hour ish, and they will absolutely like woo girls. Like it'll be a whole thing.
That is amazing. I love that. And yeah, it just kind of becomes this little dancing thing.
At these random people's weddings.
I know.
Yeah, Valen is really catching on to dancing quite quickly. Zesty must be a great teacher.
Thunk.
I know. I'm looking over and I'm like, if you say so. I mean, I think. Then I like kind of narrow my eyes. And I'm like, I think they're having fun though.
They look like they're having a great time, and that's what dancing's about. It's not about looking pretty; it's about having a good time dancing.
What
Right.
looks like Zastari doing really good dancing moves is actually just dodging Phelan stepping on my feet.
It's weird. I'm coordinated on the field, but here I feel
Yeah.
like I am useless.
Like sees you about to fall, does like a little like cute
Like a
spin
dip.
thing. It looks like a cute spin thing, but it's just to keep you on your feet.
Nope. We're gonna spin.
If she ever starts
There you
falling
go.
all the way, you could just like turn it into a dip, you know? Like it could be
Oh, absolutely, yes.
I laughed too hard and now I'm choking. It's fine.
Okay, so if you're dancing, I would probably say that you can roll things.
Ooh, like what?
I will say that for dancing, I will accept either which ones would be good for that?
No, I
Either
didn't say
song.
I was good at it.
Well, I
It
was
can be
thinking, like,
either song
courtesy
or
is like
I think other also accept
Athletics?
stealth.
Oh, watch Phelan all of a sudden be really good. Hold on. Stealth?
okay, stealth. Okay, I'll do that.
Oh.
One.
Song or
Okay.
stealth?
It's not going to be song, I'll tell you that.
Okay, yeah, Phelan's doing pretty good with her 17. Violet's doing a bit worse with her 13.
No, look what we are a good pair.
Anara's
Oh,
acing it with the
we
gun
have our
thing.
drink.
No, that's Taylor
We're
Swift's
back.
favorite number.
We're matching.
Anara is nailing it with her Gandalf rune.
We're matching the energy. Like we're both at a 13,
And
like I am making it look good.
Zesty is also doing a decent job with her 14. So all of you are not embarrassing yourselves, and some of you are even quite good at this, surprisingly to some.
I told you, it looks like Phelan's really catching on.
But yes, you can all mark this as a success.
Yay!
Go team.
And then I think Zesty will kind of stop Phelan, and she's kind of like giggling a little bit. She's like, I know that this isn't your thing, so thank you for humoring me. You're better at this than you think you are.
Yeah. Well, you do lots of things that aren't your thing. It's only the right thing to do.
Hey, it's an experience, right? Check it off.
Yeah. And it's not bad. I think I'm better at it than I thought I would be. And
Yeah.
I think I understand what you mean about feeling music. As weird as that sounds to me.
Definitely, like, if you saw it, like, written down on paper, it would sound really weird, but when you're there,
I don't think I can read.
you can't... Oh! I have
We
a
don't
lot to
have
teach
formal
you.
education where I come from.
I have a lot to teach you. I can also
Can we
try
make the next thing swimming? I think I'm gonna be better at that than reading.
swimming. Yes. So, I'm gonna teach you swimming. I'm gonna teach you reading.
So
just gonna have a lot
I
of
just,
private lessons.
I guess that means we're gonna be around together for a while.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Oh, I didn't mean it like that.
Well, no, you're fine.
I like to think that Aislinn and Muriel have just stopped dancing and are just watching these two now and drinking like side by side. They're like they're elbowing each other. They're like, "What's like? Did you hear what they said? Did you hear that?"
I mean, we're not trying to be quiet.
No, it's perfect. Yeah, we're not really trying to pretend we aren't listening.
Yeah, no, we definitely have teased y'all before in front of you. So
Oh, for sure, yeah. Do you think we've overstayed our welcome?
I don't know. What does it look like? Well, God forsaken us, so.
No, I'm still here.
This sort of thing tends to get a little more raucous as the drink continues to flow. So we're probably, if they haven't thrown us out yet, they probably won't. As long as we don't do
as far
anything
as you notice,
disruptive.
nobody from the reception is paying you any attention. So you're free to do whatever.
Should we congratulate the bride and groom, or would they rather us just not talk to them at all? I don't know what to do.
We should congratulate them briefly and quietly. Congratulate them briefly.
Yeah.
I feel like they told us to leave them alone, though. Like the big burly men. They were like, you stay away from everyone else and you'll be all right, you know?
I will send them a round of shots.
Sounds like a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Yes. I will order a shot specifically just for like the bride and the groom though, because again I don't know how expensive drinks are and I don't think I have that much money. No, just two. Just for those guys.
What kind of okay, let me see your thingy about your money.
You're like Marshall, if I remember.
I'm Marshall, so it's not bad. I'm not like
I mean you could probably afford it, but then it's kind of you wouldn't have budget for much else.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to spend the money that I would have spent buying my own drinks tonight, and I'm going to use that money to buy them.
You do realize that you have people in your party that are prosperous, right?
But she wants to do it herself.
Yeah,
that's a strong, independent woman with her own money.
I mean, like, if they offer, I'm not going to say no, but also I'm not going to be like, yo, bitch, buy me this thing. That feels weird.
You don't take the Phelan approach of just coming along.
I'm not like eyeing, like I'm elbow, like, hey, it'd be really nice if someone bought them. No, I'm not doing
that. Can I say, like, during the journey to Helm's Deep, Zesty's like picking up flowers and can I try to craft like a flower crown?
Sure. Roll me craft.
Oh, come on, my craft is actually
I have 0 in craft, so I'm glad I'm not.
Woo!
This is with that 18. This is a very nice flower crown.
Aww.
I would like to. I would like to offer it to the bride as a gift.
Aww.
She accepts, and she's very, very grateful. She's also somewhat tipsy by now, but she is very grateful, and she does put it on.
Yay! And then I won't overstay my welcome or anything. I just kind of go back and just be like, I think we made some friends today.
You make friends everywhere you go. I don't know how you do it.
Lisa's the kind of drunk where she's telling everyone they're pretty. Really pretty.
Aisla's the kind of drunk that makes friends in the girls' bathroom.
Yes, that 100%. She would lend you her lipstick.
Yeah,
Muriel's blushing a little too much when Aislinn calls her pretty, and then like is getting a little mad when Aislinn keeps calling other people.
The jelly is real.
Do I notice Muriel getting jealous?
What do you roll to notice that?
So, Aislinn, roll me insight. And Muriel, roll me riddle.
I'm kind of drunk.
Oh.
My touchscreen is being mean to me.
Oh yeah, I don't notice.
No, you do not notice.
Laura, I meant to roll riddle. That was the wrong roll.
Oh?
It's the next one down.
Oh, yeah, you rolled Laura. That's not the.
Yeah, I know. I told you I didn't mean to. It was I pressed the wrong button.
You got this, fam. We believe in you.
Your emotions overtook you.
So yes, with that very much natural one, because you rolled a 1 on your only the 6, and then you rolled an Eye of Sauron. Aislinn notices that absolutely clearly, because your emotions betray you so fucking hard.
So I like see her kind of pouting, and I look over and
Kind
I
of.
kind of boop her nose, and I go, "You're the prettiest."
Aw.
Aww.
And then I go back to my drink, and I don't say anything else.
I think this is the first time that Zesty and Phelan are like, do you think there's some...
No.
Muriel's gonna pull Zesty aside. I'm just gonna be like, Zesty, am I really drunk? Or did Aisling just like tell me I was the prettiest person here?
I think both of those things can be true.
Both of them.
Like, you pulled me aside, but, like, mostly I walked over here. Like, I'm just gonna sit you down. But, yeah, no, she did say that.
I didn't know if I was, like, hallucinating or, like, you know, sometimes when you get really drunk, like, things happen and, like, they don't happen the way you think they happen.
Are there drinks that can make you hallucinate?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absinthe.
Like, drinks that have drugs in them?
Basically, depends on what you put in that drink.
Yeah, I mean, mushrooms? Shrooms? Like, what?
Oh.
There's so many very tasty,
I think
very
that was in
hallucinogenic
character, you guys. I'm just saying.
Yeah, in character or out of character? Sorry.
What?
Which was that in character or out of character? The question about drinks making you hallucinate.
Oh, that was in character.
Yes, sometime. Yeah. So I was just checking.
So I will say,
really
Phelan,
mindful.
with your level of healing and the fact that your people do tend to use a lot of herbs, you do realize that there are very many, very fragrant, very good tasting, but also very highly hallucinogenic herbs that could be used to make an alcohol.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have a skill called fragrant weeds. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what's happening. Like,
Oh my god, Phelan. How do you have a weed
the
character in both campaigns?
I came up with Zephyr before Phelan took this skill, for the record. But
Nice.
Zephyr's been on hold for a while, but anyway. The other campaign, Ladybug and Kira and I are in. I have a very weed-oriented centaur.
Oh, like she picks dandelions.
No, he's a stoner in a beanie and all that jazz.
It's like, you've met this guy, like, walking from a college before.
Oh.
Just the
With
most...
like, the very specific, like, oversized hoodie that's, like, a certain, like, weave. Yeah.
100%. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, I mean, she did call you the prettiest.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to double check that I wasn't the only one who had that. All right.
It kind of looks like it's made your night.
What? Me? No. What? I just was wondering if I was hallucinating or not. Didn't seem like something Aislinn would normally say.
Muriel, you have had this, like, giant smile on your face. You could see it from the other side of the room. Like,
I did. You know, this drink is really tasty. I'm just really vibing, you know?
I am 100% completely oblivious. I have no idea.
I'm not a part of
Like,
this conversation.
I want to
I'm
say,
hanging out with Aislinn. I'm like, hey, did you know dancing can be fun? I
want to say one thing about that exchange that just happened between Zesty and Muriel. Muriel rolled me riddle, Zesty rolled me insight.
Okay.
Another time? Okay. Let's see.
Oh, my insight is god-awful.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Scores.
Well, okay, this time it was not 9 of Sauron. Okay, it was a 9 and an 8. All right, so
Yeah,
it's
but
not as obvious as last time.
Yeah, but then Zesty also rolled a Thankful rune, which kind of bumps up the level of success. So.
I definitely noticed, but I'm just like, I just kind of give her like a little pat on the head, and I'm just like, you know what? It's a good night to enjoy the vibes. If you need help walking, please call me over. Just like, I haven't been drinking as much as you and Aislinn have.
I'm still gonna say you were all drinking, but for now, everybody roll athletics.
Oh boy.
We'll see how well you're holding up. Last time you did great at this.
Oh, heck yes. Yep, that checks out.
My computer is being really mean to me. Hold up.
So Zesty's fine. So is Lady Aislinn. Phelan is drunk, very much.
I'm still trying to roll. My computer's being mean. Hold on.
Yeah, we will see how Muriel's holding up.
Suspense.
I'm trying so hard. It keeps like double clicking and like moving things weirdly. I feel like I need to rewrote the whole like computer thing. It's just not doing it for me. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
This is the technical difficulties of the night. My camera's working fine. My voice is working fine. It's the.
I mean, yeah, between the two, like if we had to choose between your camera working correctly and you being able to roll, I mean, I would choose your camera personally.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see here. Okay.
That's mostly because for the past 11 episodes, you've been moving at like 0.2 frames per second.
Okay.
You know what?
Well,
It doesn't help when you say it like that. That takes.
Okay, what I get?
Nice.
15.
Hell
Okay.
You're
yeah.
holding your own.
So Muriel is also holding decent. So I will say that Zesty and Aizen, you are a bit tipsy, not much. Muriel is definitely tipsy, but not drunk yet. And then Phelan is very much drunk.
I mean, you know what? She had to do something to get comfortable with the dancing, and like, does anyone blame her?
Apparently it helped.
Dancing's fun, you guys. I want to dance more. Woo!
So now we get a different side of Phelan.
It's great. I love it. This is great.
I think this is the first low roll on alcohol I've gotten with Phelan, but I sure don't remember.
It was
Yeah,
the
that is the
perfect
first time you actually got drunk. Last time it was the elves who went, who got drunk and the humans stayed up. Then it was Aizen who was the only one with a hangover the next day. But hey,
Oh, yeah,
see
that
how
did-
this-
that
how it happens
happened.
this
I was
time.
there.
I
this
think that
time-
Zesty definitely stops here in terms of like the drinking, because she's like, oh, I remember what happened the last couple times.
Also, Zesty, you do notice that Phelan is definitely drunk.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh my god.
we also noticed, but I thought that Zesty would probably not want to know that the most. So.
Do I notice the two big burly men who said, hey, don't cause a scene? Are they starting to look over at Phelan?
Oh, they are sleeping on the tables by now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. These guys know how
Cool.
to have a good time.
So this just looks completely normal, like this is normal behavior. So I'm just like, let her do her thing. Occasionally join her on the dance floor.
So, what is Phelan doing when she's drunk?
Oh, she's dancing by herself with other people, unawares of the world at large. Probably bumping people because she only learned how to dance, like 20 minutes ago? Like. When Zesty's dancing with her, it's great. When Zesty, wait, no.
Okay.
Listen.
Legs are starting to hurt just a little bit, but that's fine.
Weak.
You know what? You're right. We can do this.
Hell yeah, we can.
And then I think
I
eventually.
always thought weddings were kind of stupid, but this is great. I definitely want a wedding someday. I changed my mind.
Yeah, weddings. I mean, like, because weddings can be so different depending on like where you come from and what you value most. So, you should definitely see weddings back in Lorien. There are so many flowers.
That sounds amazing.
And I'm guessing since this is elves doing things, that wedding probably also lasts a couple days.
Yeah,
'Cause elves don't do anything fast.
no.
No.
But we don't need to. We live forever.
Which is why the courting phase of any relationship takes approximately 100 years.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Could be a problem. But you
Yeah, we
know,
also
we'll
did
worry
Wait
about
for like
that later.
100 years?
I feel like maybe that might have to be bumped up just a little bit. Also, we lost Violet.
Yes, I noticed. I'm hoping she'll get back to us. Yay, there she is. You're back!
Hello.
I'm back. Sorry, guys. My Wi-Fi went out for like 2 minutes. Like it just was gone. Like my phone, even out, my whole Wi-Fi just disappeared.
That's fine.
That's fair. It's a snowpocalypse over here, so
No, it literally it is like 1 degree where I live right now.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It was like I think it was
No,
7
okay.
today.
It was 1 degree earlier. It is now 0 degrees, and it is negative.
Luckily, Poland right now stands at 32 Fahrenheit, which is an improvement
decent.
over the few previous days when we were at like 14.
Yeah,
And I
it's,
had to
it
go
is
get out of
0
house when
with
it was
central
14
humidity.
Fahrenheit, and I really didn't appreciate it.
negative 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's kind of cold where you are.
So
Yes, I
one
know.
last thing, and then I'll shut up for other people to get to talk. But did Zesty like say all that stuff about the weddings and the 100 years of dating and all
Yeah.
that jazz?
Yes.
And Phelan's like, oh, 100 years? I'll be dead by then.
Well,
Fuck.
I mean, like I assume like the courting process for you would go a lot quicker because you don't live 100
Oh yeah,
years.
people are different, but like, you're still an elf.
Yeah, but you
You're
know,
not gonna die.
Are we watching again? We're like
Oh
watching.
yeah,
it,
no,
like,
we're pounding shots and
Yeah.
watching it.
I'm like, I
Dad
would,
did
like,
this.
lean
Wait, no,
in,
my
lean
mom
my
is like
shoulder
half an elf.
into Muriel, and
But also, yeah, Muriel, you would also know that usually the courtship between elves takes around 100 years before they actually do anything.
Yeah, for
And-
elves, but not in interracial relationships.
Yeah, there is
This person
Any
wouldn't-
interracial relationships, as far as
I'm
you
a
know.
quarter elf, so I would probably know that. But
I don't
There
think
are plenty of interracial relationships, or half elves and quarter elves wouldn't exist.
there isn't many in the world. As far as you know, Muriel, Phelan is the second one you heard about.
It happens though, so I'm sure that their courtships are
So
shorter.
as far as you know, it happened twice.
I'm
that
sure
I know
that
of.
I'm sure that
it
there are
happens.
exceptions.
I'm
to
hoping
that
it's going to
rule.
happen 4 times. You know, like
Also, you know what? Muriel
no,
and
this is
Zest,
a 3/4 elf, 1/4 human relationship.
I'm also gonna say Zesty and Muriel, you can both roll me for lore.
Lord.
That was a thing to get off my tongue.
Oh.
Nope. Okay, so Muriel will know. Muriel, if Phelan is indeed partially elven, biology in here doesn't play with quarter half. She has elven blood in her. As long as she does that, she can probably kind of choose if she wants to stay with her human family or if she wants to embrace being an elf. And if she does, she will live as long as elves do. That's what Elrond did.
So Muriel's gonna whisper this to Aislinn like gossip, and is not gonna tell Zesty and Phelan while they're drunk.
so like she could decide to do like elf stuff instead, like with the
Yeah,
boats
she like
and the
moved
sea.
in with the elves. Yeah, they like her elven blood would help her become immortal, basically.
I like lift my hand and I take a bite off a piece of beef jerky, and you have no idea where I got it from. Like I could have put it anywhere.
Basically,
And
as-
I'm just like, I'm human. You guys are gonna live forever. I will not. I'm gonna die in like 40 years tops.
Yeah, 40 years is not a long time, but you know, you can always like make the most of those 40 years we have left, you know?
I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're right. And I like offer my glass for a toast. And I was like, 40 years.
Meanwhile, I didn't make that lore check, so I'm just kind of like, well,
Probably a bit panicking because your love interest will die way sooner than you.
Muriel will pass along this knowledge, but not while Phelan's drunk off her ass. Phelan needs to be more sober.
I'm sure that there are like, because that's more of like a cultural thing, and like we're this like cool kick-ass adventuring party, and I'm pretty sure that has like its own sort of cultural norms. But I mean, screw it, we can just do what feels right.
I lean into Muriel and I whisper, kind of like stage whisper. Are cultural norms really what determines how long you live? Because I think people would choose to live longer if it were just like a thing that they decided to do.
No,
Talking about the courtship.
I know. I'm drunk.
Does have something to do with it, I don't think it's just cultural norms. But however, us being an adventuring party, myself and Zesty might die much sooner. In like battle.
We could all. We could all die together.
We could. Oh
God.
I will not apologize. I am a writer of Rohan. They die a lot. Like that's a theme. That's a recurring theme, guys.
Yeah, like for you, that's like a super cool thing. It's like we could all die in battle as heroes.
Together. I mean, I'm not gonna go like full Viking, but like it's not a bad. Like it's cool.
I
Like
mean,
if I'm gonna die, I want to die with my friend.
Everybody else is like,
history books, like adventuring party of all time, greatest dies in big battle, while lovers hold hands dying. I don't know. It'd be pretty cool.
I mean, it would be better than dying alone.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. So here, I lift my guy and go, to not dying alone.
Oh yeah, I thought I was
Phelan.
And I would say it is about time for another athletics check.
Oh no.
Do I even have to? Like, I failed the last one.
Yes, you can still start to sleep on the table, so
you're still conscious.
I am golden. I'm fine. I'm vibing. I'm feeling
We're all vibing. We're doing our best.
Yeah, this time all of you passed, so Farron didn't get any more drunk. And the rest of you are holding quite well. Still tipsy, but not drunk. Apart from Phelan. Still drunk, but not yet unconscious, so that's good.
Here's a moment where, like, me and Phelan look over at Aislinn, who just made that incredibly dark toast, and we're just like...
Phelan's into it. Phelan's feeling it.
I thought I was gonna die alone. Like, this is way better.
Wow. Okay, yeah. I mean, like, I guess that is something good.
Yeah, I mean, I hate my family. You guys are all I've got.
We're gonna have to unpack that at some point. But I think that we should probably get some rest before we go and talk to Eogar tomorrow.
The nice thing about not living as long is you do not have to unpack as much.
That's so true. Like,
you can just keep on going.
Therapy when you live for hundreds of years, but you guys can just.
What's therapy?
We'll just die in battle instead. That would be. No, I'm just kidding, kids. Go to therapy. It's good for you. Out of character.
Go die in the woods.
Or you could join an adventuring party and go on.
That's pretty much what I did.
Wait, no.
That's just called arson. That's not.
This is it. We need a PSA.
I would hope that kids don't watch us. No offense to.
I feel like the most at-risk demographic is not children. The people who most need to hear about therapy are the people who are between our ages. Yeah. Like, no, 25-year-old you should go to therapy.
I'm gonna be starting.
I'm
therapy
25
soon.
and I go to therapy.
See? I go
I'm
to therapy.
24.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, get your mental health in check. PSA.
Yes. That is hashtag live your 40 years.
Is that like YOLO?
No, it's the opposite of YOLO, actually.
Oh my god.
I mean, well, I don't know. It depends on if you're,
Wi-Fi.
if you're saying YOLO in the sense of having a good time, but if you're saying YOLO in the sense of like send it and, you know, do the dumb
Send
thing
it.
that you shouldn't do,
Awesome.
then not. The other kind of YOLO. Okay, we're going to bed. And we've all had a wonderful evening.
Yes, I'm trying to just kind of
Ew,
slowly coax Phelan from the dance floor
In-
to a tavern. Well, I mean, I guess we're in a tavern. Do they have rooms?
the tavern.
Yes, they do.
Oh,
Surprisingly,
good.
with
Okay, we
the
just have to go up the stairs.
surprisingly with the celebration happening, they do still have a room that you could take so that you can all sleep in.
How many beds are in this room?
Or
Perfect. Please get one. I thought somebody was going to have to sleep on the floor again.
I
Wait,
wouldn't mind.
we
If
could
Phelan
totally
and I are
just
like,
grab
I've
all
never
of the
slept in a bed in my
mattresses.
life.
We could totally just grab all of the mattresses, put them on the floor together.
And have a slumber party.
Yes!
Massive cuddle puddle.
How
Sleepover.
about we each have our own little cuddle mattress separately, where it's our own mattress, but we're together, like in the room together.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
just-
just being in a
That's
room
just called
together.
how the room was originally.
But slightly closer. You know, we're humans. We
can
aren't
put
like.
the beds closer together. Yeah.
I would like so we can like gossip late at night while we fall asleep, like at a slumber party.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what elves do?
I don't
We talk mad shit in the night.
Because you
That's what we do.
have you
I'm
been
pretty
doing
sure
that
Lord
the
of the
whole
Rings
time?
elves sleep, so there's that.
You didn't know that.
They-
No, I haven't been able to hold my alcohol the past couple times, so I've just been passing right out.
That
I feel
sounds
yeah, I don't
like
know.
what's gonna happen to me very soon.
You are drunk. I'm pretty sure.
No,
you're
I'm
drunk.
not.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
No, I think
You're
you're,
drunk.
Put like a finger on her lips. Shh.
you are quite intoxicated.
No,
Pretty
you.
sure- Pretty sure if
I mean, I
let,
am a little bit intoxicated, but I think we all should go to bed. But maybe we could gossip a little bit first.
But I'm not tired, she says when she lays down on the bed and instantly falls asleep.
I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure if I put a lit match to her mouth, she could breathe fire.
I let out a tiny little snore.
Oh,
so
I just
you
kind of-
all-
I just kind of look over at Muriel and I'm like, lightweights.
Oh, Zesty, I have some news for you that you're gonna like now that the humans are asleep.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was thinking, I overheard. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I did overhear a conversation
I was really loud, so.
between you and Phelan, regarding Phelan's untimely demise before yours.
Yeah,
And
there was
how
a
you
lot of
couldn't
death talk today.
as long as you like. Well, I remembered something I learned in my very formal schooling as, you know, noble elf. I remembered that even if you have just a small bit of elven blood in you, if you move into an elven town and really embrace your elvenness, you can live as long as the elves do. So she actually, if she moved to Lorien with you, could sustain life as long as you.
Wow. I haven't heard a lot of like half elves or quarter elves.
It
Or...
doesn't happen very often, but it does happen sometimes, and I just happen to know that. And I didn't think it'd be good to tell Phelan while she was drunk off her ass, you know, like that.
No, that's fair. That's entirely fair.
Yeah, so I thought we'd wait until she's sobered up, but you seem pretty relatively sober, so I thought perhaps you might want to know this, and it might make you happier before you go to sleep.
Consent is key.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if we're at the like moving in together.
Oh, I know. I just meant it would be like an option in case you wanted to court for longer before you got married.
So basically, to clarify this, she doesn't have to exactly move in with the elves. She just needs to decide to embrace more of her elven side than her human side.
That's gonna take some work.
I don't doubt.
Yeah, I mean, well, we're going to be doing a lot of, adventuring together and exploring, and eventually I'll bring you guys to my home.
I'm so excited to see it again. It was beautiful last time I went.
Maybe she'll feel that connection.
Perhaps. Do we know what type of elf her mother was?
Probably same as you, Muriel.
Oh, Mirkwood. Yeah, well, I mean, maybe she'll feel the connection as Mirkwood.
It's more probable for a Mirkwood elf to decide to be with somebody from the woodsman that Phelan is from, than for somebody from Lothlorien to wander off that far away from home.
Yeah. Maybe when we go to my home, she might see someone who looks suspiciously like her that was an ancestor, like a grandmother or great grandmother,
or an uncle with the length of elven lives.
Yeah, I mean, like, she could find her like great grandfather, and he'll still be like in his athletic prime.
Yeah,
like it, and that'll be weird. It'll be a little bit of a culture shock for her, but I don't know. Maybe she'll vibe with it. It's all about vibes.
Yeah.
Who knows? Everything can happen.
Speaking of which, like, Aislinn is like full human, right?
Yeah, I think so, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's... I mean, like, you don't got, like, a lot of time, so, like, you're right, I'm not drunk. I am a little bit tipsy. I don't really know another, like, super nice way of saying this, so please take what I'm about to say with, like, a grain of salt.
Uh-huh.
But, like, when are you gonna, like, not beat around the bush about that?
What? What are you talking about?
So I would say the answer is when she finally admits it to herself.
Yeah, like
I think Muriel's not gonna make any real moves until Aislinn does, because Muriel is an elf. She's like, I have forever. Like, I don't want to.
Oh, don't worry, Denial is strong with you.
Lifespan if they don't have it,
Denial is more than just a river and eat if your husband is gay. Oh my god. People know that. It's a thing. It's a meme.
I mean, I could go to the fact that she wanted to marry Legolas, and well, we all seen the relationship Legolas had with Gimli, so
yeah, seriously.
I just wanted to like do like beside the like, but what about with a friend? And it's like I could do that, and you just see it cuts to another person like, and they were roommates.
Totally.
History will call them close friends, besties, roommates, homies.
That's what the books called them, right? Didn't Gimli get to like go to Elf Heaven with them, or am I horrifically misremembering?
So no, I think you're right.
I think Gimli did get to go, not heaven, just where elves migrate when they decide the burden of shadow is too hard on them.
Elf Hollow.
Elf Purgatory. Okay.
No, it's not that they die, because they don't die. They just move back to where they came from.
Oh.
Basically.
They go back to
They're
where
immortal,
they came
yeah.
from.
Yeah, because elves are not natives to this part of the world. They have their own continent, let's say.
Makes me wonder why they ever left, to be honest. Like, if that continent...
Shadow. And war with Shadow, to be exact.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just like...
Because the war with Shadow started on elf ground.
Oh, okay. I don't know enough about lore.
They moved in here to protect this part of the world from the shadow that started over there.
It's funny. I don't know if Aislinn even knows, like, what she's doing or what she's feeling.
What do you mean?
Well, like sometimes you're like, you totally feel something, but you don't really know what it is. You can't put it into words or like an explanation. It was kind of like how I told Phelan to like feel the music earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I just decided we don't need the map.
Fair enough.
Valid.
So feeling the music. Yeah, I like music. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for people who aren't really kind of used to that environment, they may not know exactly what it is they're feeling.
So you're saying Aislinn doesn't like music? She seemed like she liked music just fine.
No, Muriel. Oh, love.
Nobody said it's gonna be easy.
Just. Yeah, maybe you should introduce Aislinn to some more music.
Yeah, there's a lot of music from my, hometown of Mirkwood that I think she would really enjoy.
I think that would be great. It would be a chance for her to get to know where you're from.
Yeah. Do you have any music from the Lorien you would like to share?
Oh, yeah. I mean, song is so prevalent. There were times where I would just, create songs while guarding the springs. As you can imagine, guarding the Silver Springs is not exactly the most action-packed.
I really don't. When I went there, it didn't seem very under threat.
No, which is good.
Yeah.
Because I was told to guard it. I don't really know what I would have done if it was under threat. There's a protocol, but I mean, prior to you guys, I had never fought anything.
Yeah. I mean, but you read the book, right? You knew what you were to do if.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I read the manual front to back.
Uh-huh.
The river manual.
So, I knew, the theory and all, but putting it into practice, I have no idea what I would have done. Luckily, that never came up. But
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many songs.
That sounds lovely. Yeah. It seemed like Phelan was really feeling the music there. She got very heavily intoxicated.
She did.
Yeah. It seemed like she was very much feeling you too, you know what I'm saying?
I don't look. The drink can cause people to. I think she was worried about how long it would take for me to court her.
Yeah, I overheard this.
Was that a thing? Am I
Yeah, I think she really wanted to date you, and then she was like, "Well, I mean, if it takes 100 years, I'll be dead by then. So what's the point? Maybe that's why I told you about her embracing her elven self thing and living longer."
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up to her. Probably not tomorrow because we have things to do, and also she might be super hungover.
Yeah, perhaps. Maybe just play it by ear. See how she is.
Yeah, while we're traveling or something, I'll just kind of bring it up.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be better.
Casual conversation.
Did you know that you could live forever?
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a nice thing to tell her. Too bad I can't tell Aislinn that. She doesn't.
That. Yeah, I mean, it would be better if you guys had the same amount of lifespan, just in case.
Yeah, that way our whole adventuring party would be able to be friends forever. But unfortunately, she'll die younger than the rest of us.
Right, and just in case there were an elf per se who wanted to court Aislinn, then that would be, something that
an elf who wants to court Aislinn?
Theoretically, if there were an elf,
make a move and I didn't notice.
Then, if there was an elven woman,
you haven't met elves yet.
A woman who was interested in Aislinn.
Wait, listen to me and Rohan. Yourself and myself are the only elves here.
Yep, that's true. You're so close. You're
The conclusion is Dusty's into humans a lot.
I just kind of put my forehead to yours. I'm you're so close.
Yeah, I am very physically close to you.
You are
just
physically close, and you are spiritually so close.
Phelan is gonna embrace her elvish side, and then Aislinn's just gonna be the party adopted a dog, and they're only gonna live 10 years, and you're all gonna be very sad when they die, but you still get attached.
And one of us is weirdly into the dog.
No, that needs to split.
I just thought it'd be like a nice fling before she eventually marries Legolas, you know?
There you go. I mean, yeah, you've got time. Like, that's the nice thing about being an elf and dating humans, because you can make multiple. Like, if you f it up, you really just have to live with that mistake for a very short period of
Legolas,
time.
let me tell
Jesse's
you,
gonna be
about
like,
a couple
"Hey,
of years I
Phelan."
was in Rohan.
If any argument ever happens, Jesse's gonna be like, "Hey, Phelan, remember your humanity?" Like,
Somebody's not being very elf-like today.
Just
I'm
like,
kidding. Zesty would never. Zesty's precious.
No,
but-
Yeah, Dusty's too
she's-
nice.
she
The
would
rest of us are
probably
not,
rather,
well-
she'd probably cry.
Oh.
Um,
But we all have to not get murdered by, trolls,
Orcs,
and
trolls,
orcs,
goblins,
and large rats,
bandits.
whatever.
Yes. let's go ahead and
spider.
focus on hanging out with Eogar tomorrow and
There's
finding out
things
what
that
he
can kill
wants.
you.
Yeah, it'd be nice to, go on another quest together, as friends.
As,
Friends who go on quests together, adventuring party, who are friends, yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
you...
I very much enjoy your friendship, Zesty.
I enjoy your friendship as well.
That's the
and
one thing I
know-
believe in that speech. Mhm.
And I know that you enjoy Phelan's friendship.
I
And I
do.
know that you enjoy being around Aislinn a lot.
I enjoy Aislinn's friendship as well, yes.
You are
So leaving
precious.
well.
You are such a gem.
Thank
So
you,
leaving
Zesty.
well.
Thank you, your gem as well.
Reach the moment where Zesty understands what's going on better than other people.
Yes,
wait a
Muriel
minute.
knows
Better than the people actually involved in it.
Muriel knows she likes Aislinn. She just doesn't want other people to know she likes Aislinn.
Oh, it's deliberate. It's deliberate obtuseness.
Yeah. She's aware.
Oh, okay, so Miriel's just playing stupid. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that there's a moment, obviously, of Zesty and Muriel looking at each other, being like, "We should go to bed."
We should. We should.
Yes. So you go to sleep. The night goes by uneventfully, and as we wake up, let's roll athletics and see who is hungover.
Oh, yeah.
It will also determine how much you remember from the previous night.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's perfect. I love this.
So, Aizen, who was the least drunk, is so far the first one with hangover.
It's my tiny little human brain. I just can't handle it.
That's not too bad.
I'm trying so hard.
And we are awaiting Muriel's roll.
I'm trying. Okay, I promise.
I
We believe in you. We believe in you. You take your time. That roll will come and it's ready.
Well. Oh my god. Okay. Here we go.
And oh, almost.
Hey!
No,
Hangover
once
buddies.
Once again, Anara is the only one with hangover. Somehow,
After all that?
yes. And all of you have full recollection of what happened last night.
Oh no, that was the thing I didn't want.
I already have great success on that. Okay, cool. Just kind of get up and it's like, okay, hey, we can totally change into our dresses now.
It's time to take my dresses now.
Yes.
Yes.
Which, by the way, there is only one room, so I feel like we're just getting changed in the one room.
I
mean,
literally,
let's be honest, nothing any of you haven't seen before.
It's
Yeah, I
true.
mean, we
like,
all have
get
pretty
there.
much the same types of bodies. It's not like elves look that different from humans.
Yeah,
No,
only the
it's-
ears are a bit longer.
They start like squealing and making like loud girly noises, and I just and I like pull my blanket back over my head and wait for it to stop.
Aislinn, it is time to get up and dress in our fancy clothes to meet the guy, the eagle.
I like lift the covers up, and I'm wearing mostly what I wore last night. It's fine. Mostly,
I fell
I'll
asleep
put
in my
on
clothes.
I'll put on the cape with the fur and my helm.
Oh, the cape with
And the
feather.
whole club was looking at me.
I'm so glad I wasn't the only one who thought that.
You're welcome. Thank you.
No, the cape with the feather would look very good on you. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Have you tried the boots with the straps?
the Reeboks with the straps.
Are you
Can
planning to hit the floor?
No.
Is there like, I don't know, is there like a vase with like water or something in it?
Yes. Yes.
Joe.
Basically, the tavern, seeing that they have a reception in there, decided that every single room is gonna have like as many vases of water as there is beds in the room.
Perfect. I would like to grab the flowers out of them.
No, it's just a drinking water vase. Don't worry.
Oh, it's okay.
Like a wash
Like a
basin.
future kind of thing.
Okay, perfect. So she'll take whatever flowers she has left from her collecting, and try to craft together like a perfume, because she realizes that if Aislinn is going to go to Eagar in what she's wearing, and Phelan as well,
Roll
but they
me
probably
craft.
reek of alcohol.
Roll me craft.
I mean, he's gonna smell like it too. He lives here.
Everyone
too.
smells like horses. It's all
Yeah,
good.
like you can't. There's like horses and ale, and sometimes a lot.
Well,
Like there's a
You-
lot more
you
sweat.
tried, but after a while, I will say that you recognize that water and flowers don't necessarily make perfume.
No, you're just trying to make like nice smelling water, and
Yeah,
it's just kind
You
of like
tried,
rose
it
water.
didn't work.
I just assume that like
need different
elves
flowers
don't have
sometimes.
body odor the way humans do. So like they walk into the room and they're experiencing like a lot of sweaty human bodies for the first time.
I mean, there's also the part of the fact that, horses have a very strong smell usually, and people who spend a lot of time around horses tend to have that same smell.
Horses and BO, that's us.
So basically, you are all not sure if Aizen wearing yesterday's clothes will smell that different from everything around.
Don't worry, my village smells like wet dog, so you know.
I don't think I've ever smelled a wet dog.
Oh, you will.
We did buy those nicer clothes for when we met the king. So couldn't you like wear those? We could all look fancy together.
I wore my Riders of Rohan uniform when we met the king.
We bought nicer clothes for Phelan. I know this for a fact.
If
Okay,
it'll
yeah,
make
that
you
I get.
happy, I'll wear it.
Perfect.
But yes, also Muriel, Zesty, you also both remember fully the conversation you had yesterday.
Yep.
I do recall, yeah.
I get up and I put on my cloak and I put on my helmet. and
Phelan remembers everything too.
I pull my cloak up over my
Phelan's
helmet.
not addressing anything. Phelan sat up, was like,
Phelan might be pretending she doesn't remember.
Yeah, there's things to do, and like I said, I'm not gonna bring it up the very next day, but it might just be like a casual thing that I bring up
Yeah.
at a later time.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Read.
There
Read-
is breakfast ready for you on a table next to the door. On the other side of the door, not inside the room, outside the room on a table, there's a breakfast waiting for you. Apparently the tavern does think ahead.
They're so kind here. Here, we got some stuff.
Yeah, and
I'll
as
sort of
you
pass
all
out.
notice, the foods and what's there to drink is definitely created with people who got way too drunk last night in mind.
And leftovers. Like I'm digging into like the first like potato and eggs I find, and I'm like,
I
oh,
love
this is so
bread.
good. Like some hash, soak it all up. Yeah.
Oh
And
yes,
seeing-
I still have some of my elven whey bread that I brought along the journey, and I'm just kind of like breaking that with people. I'm like, well, you might as well have the rest of it before it goes bad.
don't
It
talk
doesn't
to
go
me
bad.
until I've chewed my fragrant weeds.
Also,
I have so many
elven bread,
questions.
elven bread doesn't go bad. That's one of the main traits about it.
Well, then I didn't say that. Now. Yeah, we'll use this bread
It's
then.
about as likely to go bad as honey is.
So not at all.
Yeah.
They might get a little
I
bit
find the
sicker,
honey
but it'll
and
still
I'm
be
like
fine.
pouring it all over everything.
This
Over
is
breakfast.
quite
Fine.
good.
That's an interesting choice.
Not just
But
like
yeah,
a chunk of bread, just like.
And y'all are making me hungry now.
I know.
And yes, seeing the time we are at and the fact that we are supposed to finish in a few minutes, I think this is where we will finish for today. And we will start with the meeting with the guy next time. Unless we get sidetracked again to a party or something.
We're
Pretty good
Look.
at that.
do that. That's silly. We never get
Yeah, we are
sidetracked. What are
good.
you talking
I mean,
about?
this
What?
will give me time to try and
Fine.
read that adventure actually, not like this today when I just looked at what stat books I need to prepare.
You're welcome.
That was a good. That was
You're
a good sidetrack.
welcome.
So,
Ladybug
let's-
yesterday is like, oh, it's fine. I can count on them to waste an hour and a half doing nothing. So
Yes,
We
yeah.
didn't do nothing.
I mean,
we had character development. We
Listen,
had a
had
plot
fun.
development in our relationship.
that
we
that-
learned a really important thing about failing.
that and also the fact that I knew that even if you didn't get sidetracked with drinking, I would be able to get you sidetracked with shopping anyway. So
you're not wrong. You're not
Not
wrong.
incorrect.
You'll be like, oh no, your pretty clothes were damaged in the journey. You'll have to buy new ones.
Makeover.
don't tell me that wouldn't work.
Oh.
It would
I
totally
was
work.
not.
It totally
I
work,
was
for
making.
sure.
I was making you an offer for the next one.
Yeah, next time when I need to buy myself more time for preparations, I will do that probably. We'll see. Anyway, let's call it a night. So goodbye to anyone who's viewing, and the next episode will be up in 2 weeks from when you're seeing this one. Or maybe it's already up if you are watching it way after it was premiered on YouTube. Who knows? Anyway, let's meet ourselves, and I will put in the outro video.